I don't know, man. Battle royales are just not time efficient.
If they're not for you, they're not for you. And that's
They're not
okay.
for me.
That's all right. They're for a lot of other people.
They're for people with a lot of disposable time.
Yeah.
Children. 20-somethings.
I just think they're fun to play. Because I think there's a lot at stake. And adds stakes to something that isn't like just standard multiplayer doesn't feel like that. So,
but yeah, I remember that kind of being the rig out with Counter-Strike. It's like the stakes where you couldn't respawn. So dying had a lot of weight. But also, it sucks to just sit there for minutes and minutes and minutes not playing a video game.
That's why Battle Royales are great. Because if you die, you just re-queue and you're right back in.
Yeah. But Battle Royale front loads all the nothing.
To welcome you
it does, yeah.
When you're just running around like grabbing purple stuff.
Once again, I'm absolutely
to me, it's like it's
thrilled to be
busy
your
work
host.
to
My name is
bloat
Sean
out the length of an actual
We've got
match.
another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives, and lots of surprises. But here is what I'm most excited
Tetris 99
about.
is the shit, though.
Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika. Come on.
Oh, Mika. Mika's here.
Take it away,
Sean. I am so glad to be here and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC gaming show. Seriously, like a whole decade covering the ever-changing landscape of PC gaming.
No, it's like a gala
and
event.
all
I
of
see.
the incredible games
The 10th
during
anniversary.
that time.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good run. 10 years is a long time, and if this show
Was it
was
really
a child,
2014 when
you'd
they
be
started?
slamming doors and belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming, let's get a bit
I got to talk
nostalgic and take a look
to Day
back
9
at some
at a
of our
StarCraft
favorite
tournament a
moments
long
from the
time
last
ago.
10 years of the show.
And let me tell you, he
Oh,
was
dude.
a radiant
Cue
ball
the
of sunshine even then.
Oh, that's so nice.
Like,
It's so
no
beautiful.
audience, no nothing. It was just me and
Over
him kind of
years,
chatting in the
we've
corner, and he
featured
was just
so many
like,
great games, some
just
of
the
which
most
got their
wholesome, happy
start
dude.
right
Oh.
here
I don't know
on
how
the
he does
PC
it.
Gaming Show. So, who
There's so
remembers
much to
some of
hate
those
in this
gems?
world, Bruce, and somehow he manages to
I
not.
remember 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a
What?
spaceship. Or
That's awesome.
when
The
we did
Dogecoin
various
mining
attempts
facility.
to replace our host with
Oh,
artificial
okay, they're doing
intelligence.
flashbacks.
It was an innocent time. We were so young and naive.
Oh, we sure were. And what about way back when the
good
PC
times.
Gaming Show was live, and we had developers like Dean Hall and Warren Spector, and oh my God, look at Baby Day 9.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean,
Who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1969, live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon.
hey, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. Man, this game is making me feel very dizzy with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG front?
Hey, what?
Who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1350, a personal favorite of mine? Now, for fans of sticks and
We got
pebbles,
skits.
prepare
so
to do
stupid.
We got
some
goofs.
I know.
Sticks and pebbles too.
I love it.
Developed by...
Because at least everyone's swinging for it.
Published by Microsoft. Simply boil some water to access it on Steam.
Sean,
Get it?
you know some of those
Yes,
things
I get it.
really happen,
I
right?
understand.
Oh, of course, Mika. I know. I'm not an idiot. Moon landing, sure.
Well, we have some more exciting
cutaway.
news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete without our favorite
You don't see
Brit
you don't
and
see the
gaming
contented
goddess.
finger
It's
interlock
none
over the
other than
tummy
Frankie
much.
Ward.
But if anyone can kill it,
Thank you so
Day
much,
9 can.
Mika. It's great to see you
Hey, she's
and
pregnant.
Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake.
Aw.
But I do think I speak for everyone
A new
watching
gamer's
when
on the
I say,
waivers.
could you
That's so
two
nice.
stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Yeah, well, in a second. But Frankie, riddle me this.
when is there going to be a game
Why aren't
about
you like
pregnancy?
here with us?
I'm sure there already is.
There was that one Amnesia game.
Remember Scorn?
Special delivery?
Yeah, Scorn was
I get you.
awesome.
Basically all
Big
about
Amazon
pregnancy.
order.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to sign.
Ovipositors ramming themselves in all kinds of vagina holes.
I'll be here with my
Scorn was
uncle
rad.
and I'm playing
Yeah,
a
Death
watch
Stranding.
Party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some
It's
snacks,
Junior,
and
the
be on
video
hand
game.
to jump in whenever the mood takes me. Also, why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway? You should take a page
Lemurs.
from my book and
She
take
called
a
them
load
lemurs
off.
Lemurs?
instead of lemurs.
Ooh, one take, Frankie. Yeah, when are we going to play a pregnant woman in Call of Duty?
Ooh, hey, Frankie. I
Actually,
think
wait.
you're on
With a
to
laser
something.
sword?
I mean, this
Ooh.
is way better.
Maybe the baby has a
thank
laser
you, Frankie.
sword.
And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because we've got a great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming PC games, exclusive world premiere announcements
World
of brand new
premiere.
games, interviews,
Look at
and
that. All the
behind-the-scenes
actuallys.
looks at upcoming
It's lemons,
releases
guys.
and lots
Lemons.
more.
Every
But
actually
first-
No.
has come out.
Let's kick
She
off
said
this
lemmer.
year's
Make sure you
2024
guys make
PC
sure.
gaming
I want to see
show
more
with
actuallys.
three
Get them out of
huge
here.
world premiere announcements.
Sorry, chat, you're
Here
wrong.
Get 'em outta
we
here.
Go.
World premiere.
Are we drinking? Are we doing this? Are you drinking yet or no?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I'm not just asking.
I gotta, hold on.
I'm just asking.
Got a day drinking. What is this?
what's that?
Southern Peach.
That looks nice, actually.
It's been sitting in my fridge for a year. So let's pop her open.
Oh boy, that got all over me.
Bit of a spray there. Sorry about that. Oh, that's tart. Wasn't ready for that. I like this though. I like games about fat little dudes.
This looks like a survival crafting. Yeah, I didn't think you were into that.
Yeah, you're right. It's Pal World. Look at him though.
They're super cute.
You can shake him. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, he's so happy. It's weird that there aren't more games about weird little guys that you can just like poke and mess with.
That's why Power was so great.
Yeah, but you couldn't like grab him and shake him in Pal World, could you?
I mean, you could turn them into your indentured servitude employees.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's second best to just poking them. I can't tell you how often I see a dumb little animal and I just want to shove it. Just like, ugh, and just poke it right in the belly. Every time there's a fat little bird waddling up to me because I'm eating something, I just want to just poke him so bad. Not in like a way to deal damage. I don't want to take HP away. But I do just want to poke that fat little fucker. Look at him. How do you not poke that guy? Shove him over a little bit and watch his little legs go. Hey, unlike most gamers, I have never been cruel to animals. Ooh, oh yeah, this!
What?
Kyrgyzstan is like doing a game. Kyrgyzstan.
Help them claim nearby
Doesn't this look good? Doesn't it look great? Look great?
You'll need to build stuff.
Everything's so squishy and blurpy.
You'll need to gather stuff.
It's like a little city. It's a city builder. It's a fun city builder.
Stuff to other stuff
Asteroid miner.
to produce.
Oh, it's like almost like Astroneer, but easier.
To advance your technology and reach for the stars.
Space cock.
Explore countless asteroids.
Oh, this is so much like Astroneer, but
They're
easier
packed with
and simpler.
resources
Cock
that come
ball.
in all shapes and sizes.
Cockstorm.
Stay curious.
Oh!
You never know
Pretty sus.
what you may find. Starbirds coming to a solar system
All right.
near you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wishlist now.
Bruce, are you more
on
a fan
Steam.
of like blank fall or blank storm when it comes to game titles? That should be a rule. Something fall or something storm.
I want to say Blank Storm.
Yeah, me too. Because it goes back to Bone Storm, right? It doesn't get better than that.
Blank Fall is a really good. You're right. Everything, something fall.
Ooh, like Death Trash? There's no wing wang though. Well,
Yeah, there kind of is.
you can kind of see it, yeah. It should be blue. This looks cool. Whoa.
Kind of like a Zomboid-ish type of thing.
Huh. I mean, it's got dialogue options and stuff. Crafted?
You ever played Zomboid?
No. Project Zomboid?
You might like that, actually. It's really, really hard.
People have recommended Kenshi to me a lot. Have you played that one?
I have not, and I want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you buy? Oh, dude, we need to play Wanted Dead. I brought you this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. We do. I've never played it. We really do.
It's a hell of a thing. Morn
Veil. So it wasn't Storm or Fall. You were close though.
Wow, Lorne Vale looks
Isn't a Vale
great.
like a
fantasy world,
forested area?
vibes,
I don't know.
guns, but also magic.
Also,
Sign
Lorne,
me
I don't
the
think is a
heck up.
word by
And
itself.
actually, Mika,
Maybe it's just the
question
name
for
of the
you.
veil.
What do you
Yeah,
think
maybe.
you would become in a
It's
lawless
like
fantasy
forlorn.
game? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless
Chat
bounty
will
hunter,
never actually
blasting
me about
away
that.
hordes of enemies
Never.
with a six-shooter. Or
My
maybe
favorite
I'd
is when,
become,
like,
a silver-tongued
when,
trader,
like,
you know, talking my way out of
people have
dangerous
communal
situations.
knowledge,
What about
and
me?
they treat it as though they like came up with it.
For you,
So like they
I
watch a YouTube video that
picture
explains a thing, and then they
dead
go into
body,
yours, and they're like,
you know?
Oh,
it's
that
not
makes
that.
sense. I mean,
We all
I
know
would
it's
die
this.
quickly.
Well,
People
you
have
just
always said I look
you
like
just
Disco
Roby
Elysium
Cat
Blue
said-
Horse.
yeah.
Right? right? It really checks out.
My
Well,
favorite
in
response
Lornvale, it looks like
to
both of
any
our visions can
conversation
come true.
is when somebody
And
tells you to go
Sean,
watch a
since we're
YouTube
talking
video.
about fantasy games, lots of
That might
them let you
be
practice
an immediate
alchemy,
shadow
right?
ban whenever I
But
see
how
these
about
comments.
a tycoon game
On
that
any
lets you
channel.
practice
Oh man,
Just so you know.
alchemy?
just watch the 6-hour video.
Is your clever wordplay
Because the
indicative
subtext is,
of
when
me
I saw
getting to
that video,
brew
it
my
made
own
sense to me,
beer?
but I
You
don't
are
remember
so
the argument.
right, Sean. It is but more than just that. In our next game, you build and manage a monastery.
Hey.
Keep your monks happy and
I like that.
create
I'm
your
actually
very own
chat
ale
right now.
recipe.
Uh-oh.
I saw a lot of people
At
spelling
last,
Mika wrong.
a game that caters to my
It's actually
desire for
M-I-C-A.
multi-based models.
M-I-C-A. Not
Pull out
M-I-C-H.
the barrels
Not
as we
M-I-K-A.
raise a
Wow, that's
goblet or
embarrassing.
two to Ale
That's
Abbey.
really embarrassing.
I'm actually all of you.
Boy, chat's never going to recover from that one, that gaff. This is cool, though. Could you imagine a better life than being a monk and just making beer and transcribing some stuff and drinking beer? And I mean, I guess if you have a bone spur, you die or something. You get a splinter and that's it. You're out. Hops. Clinks. Okay.
Oh, what's the name of this game? I feel
Well,
like
they just announced it. It was
I
like
know, because I've seen this. I've been following this game.
Brew Storm.
Brewfall.
It's doing the thing where it's mixing different resolutions of pixel art. You lost me.
Oh, do you not like that?
It doesn't look good.
Okay.
It's getting a like oh no
Oh, nice catch.
thank God for the
Nice
the
catch.
gummy nature of Taco Bell nacho cheese. Didn't save us earlier though. But yeah, like the edges of the windows were too sharp, and these were too sharp. 0 out of 10.
Streets of Rogue 2.
Huh? I don't know the thing.
Keep picking up the tiniest chips.
Yeah, they're all kind of fragmented in there. We got the busted up scoop. So it's got farming and combat. I never played Streets of Rogue, so
Need a
this man doesn't get more video game than this, huh? Wow, more nuts. Oh, you sold me. When are we gonna get a drop quote in a trailer?
You and I?
Yeah.
Never.
Aw. Did you know that like they make money off of that? Like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wish list.
Oh, wish list.
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Oh, okay. Sold.
Me again. How does this thing work?
Damn, she's got some gams, huh?
You just have
She's
to
got some
combine
ham
the words.
shanks. We'd like to see it. More babes and jorts, please.
Was that Babe and Jorts? What was that from that new game? The one that everybody's all fucking horny over? The blonde from...
Oh, from Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she in Jorts? I can't remember.
There's that. I mean, I saw some fat fucking legs in the future game show. I can't remember what game it was.
Guess
Doesn't
it's
matter.
just you and me now.
Seems that way.
Safe horny. That's the phrase, right? Oh, muscle mom.
What does safe horny mean?
It's like, as long as it's not like male gaze.
Make sure
Oh,
you're on your
Like
seat.
it has to be like off somehow, or it's like when Kotaku writers talk about how hot male characters are. Like, that's safe horny.
Got it,
Because
got
it's
it.
not dudes jizzing over giant tits. And the guys who use that phrase can't figure out that there's a difference there somehow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they just like see it as, well, nobody's yelling at them for being weird. Why are people yelling at us for
I mean, that's
jizzing
a
all
PC
over our
gaming show.
plastic statues and posting videos of that online? That's normal behavior. It's the same.
That's the problem with the internet, is that it's divided us up into communities. So if you think you and 100 other people are doing that it's normal, and it's not.
Yeah,
It's totally not.
You can find your solidarity no matter what.
And that's not true. If you can find 100 other people that are doing the same thing you are, that doesn't mean it's normal. Sorry.
I mean that I think has had more positive than negative impacts.
Oh yeah, no, there's lots of positives to it.
Yeah, there's tons of weirdos that find each other online and form non-toxic communities
Absolutely, yeah.
that celebrate their weird thing.
But that one subreddit where they're jizzing all over their plastic statues.
It's called Hot Glue.
Ah!
Hot glue tributes, Bruce. It's a tribute. People jizz on their iPads too, and they think that that's complimentary somehow.
Is it really called hot glue? That's disgusting.
Google it and find out.
No. Gosh, that's fucking gross.
How I think we've broached this topic before, so I'm pretty sure I remember your answer.
Okay.
But if somebody sent you a jizz tribute, how would you feel?
Oh, yeah,
Somebody,
we have talked about this.
Blasted on your photo.
If they sent it to me, I would be like, don't send this to me. Like, I don't want this.
Okay.
If it's happening and they're like, whatever, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care. Just don't send it to me. Like, there's no, I don't need to see this.
But they want you to know that they were honoring you.
That's selfish. And I don't like that. It's absolutely selfish because they want a reaction from me. So
Look at that thigh gap, Bruce. Wow. Sorry.
That's a robot, Lawrence. You can't be horny about a robot.
She had some labial tuft.
For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant.
I've seen the intro to Evangelion. I know how to look for these things.
Labial tuft.
I once served your father.
Dude, look at that! You can fly a plane through that.
No, I didn't say.
See? You see what I mean? You see it?
No, I didn't say stop jerking. Yeah, I do. Stop jerking off to me. It's selfish. That's not what I said.
No, telling him.
Please do not twist my words. The same troll from 2 days ago. Come into my fucking chat and say that shit.
Seed.
Wishlist.
Steel seed. That's right. You have my protection for now, but I can't protect you forever. Oh no.
Oh, you're saying it's a joke. They're joking.
They're just joking.
They're just joking. That's my favorite response to somebody who gets called out. Ah, I was joking.
This is joking.
Okay. Then I take you at your word.
Yeah. Don't blame Bruce for trusting in people. Oh, is this Fallen Aces? Hell yeah. I'm excited for this game. Speaking of Oshri, we hate money.
They don't care. Look.
Oh, he doesn't care.
No, they were just joking, but now they don't care. Which one is it? We'll find out.
You did it.
We'll find out. This does look cool. I agree.
To me, playful antagonism is a fine art on Twitch.
Oh, it totally is. Yeah.
My favorite gimmick, and I'm giving the game away here a little bit, but you have to critique people's trolling, even if they're not trolling, because when you start analyzing their troll attempts, it makes them so mad.
Well, then they go, "I was joking."
Yeah,
they do. They totally do. Every time
Well,
you're like, I
jokes have a punchline.
a lot of times I go, "That's bait," and they go, "Oh no, that was a joke. I was just kidding."
Awesome. We got memes, baby. I love that picture of Eminem hucking you a rat at high speed.
Well, there is an offer that you can't refuse.
Just joshing.
So,
Just joshing.
How about
Just
you,
prank.
big fella?
Just pranking.
Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with Fallen Aces?
Part of streaming is that you have to be a jester sometimes. You gotta let people pie you in the face.
You got to be like the Joker.
Well, good
You
news,
have to turn it on them.
You will recognize our next
Double
game,
Joker eyes.
Stormgate, a real-time strategy game. It's
What
giving
if-
off some big
I know what
StarCraft
chat
vibes,
wants.
which
What
is
if I
not
fell down on the
surprising
ground and a
since
big
it's
old
being
turd
made
popped
by
out on my
a
butt
team of
on
former
camera?
StarCraft
Huh? Would you like that? Would you be
developers,
happy? Would you be entertained?
They would love
played
that.
StarCraft
Then
like
you call me turd butt
hour
forever.
or two, right?
Stop calling me turd butt.
I've played maybe
It just happened one
3
time.
hours.
But see,
dipped a toe in a little
You
bit.
know that when you're saying
But
stop
now
calling me
for all you
turd butt, that
RTS
you're calling
fans out
attention to
there,
it.
heads
So you're
up,
getting
because
more
Stormgate
subs and bits.
got a lot more than just
Because you,
trailer.
yeah, please stop
Visit
calling
the
me turd
developer
butt.
Frost
And you know
Giant
it's going to get
Studios for a
clipped
close-up
and
look
put on
at their new
TikTok.
RTS. Get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated. Prepare
streaming
to do
rules.
battle in Stormgate.
Streaming rules.
Stormgate. Storm.
Hey!
I'll drink for that.
Before
It should be
the
called
Infernals
Gatestorm, but yeah.
invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization.
Well, what's funny is
Engaged
this
in
is
battle
this
for
is all
sworn
like
enemies.
Blizzard, ex-Blizzard folks.
That's right.
Celestial
Where they would put
Armada,
craft in everything.
angelic
So we just got another-
forged with advanced technology.
We're moving on. We're not crafting anymore. We're storming now.
Celestials fight
Or
This,
falling.
like
this does
anything
look cool.
we've
Stormfallgate. Yeah.
On
Oh, what if it was like
single
Fallgate
and
or Gatefall?
Or fall storm.
seen. Ways to
Stormfall.
mine resources
Dude. Well, I guess we have
centralized
what was
army
it?
production.
Geostorm. Yeah, that was
Flying
close, I guess.
warships
to
The movie?
its
Stormfall.
power,
Yeah.
which they use to expand
I don't think
infrastructure,
anything's ever been called Stormfall.
energize their army, and enhance their abilities.
Why not? Protoss, got it. Protoss, got it. Protoss, got it.
Now, the Celestial Armada is here.
We got the Terrans, we got the
It's the latest
Protoss, we
battleground.
got the Orcs.
And the war, it's just getting started.
Yeah, well, that's coming out soon. Play for free? Wow, I didn't know it was a free to play. Interesting. Stormfall Origins.
The Celestial
Stormfall Year
Armada
Zero
is this dying alien race that is.
Do you think there are going to be a lot of things that have -1 in the title now?
That stretch
yes,
back to
I
the
absolutely
origins
do.
of the
Yeah.
universe itself, and
I thought it was
kind
of clever because I thought it was supposed to be like it's before Zero, which was also kind of a naming convention. Like Zero is a prequel.
No, I know. It is super clever. I actually think Godzilla -1 is very clever. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, everyone's going to copy this.
We start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this.
Remember that part in Godzilla where it cut to a new scene of that lady standing there in her clothes, and he was like, why are you dressed that way? She's like, I got a job. And then that scene stopped, and it didn't matter until 30 minutes later, where they just needed a reason for her to be in Osaka at the time, and that's why she was there.
A building focused
and then
faction.
and also, spoiler, I won't go beyond that, but
what was wrong with that, though?
It's not good writing is what's wrong with it.
They are anchored
Why?
by this
Tell me why.
idea that
Because good writing has continuity. One action leads into another action, leads into another action. Just starting a scene and declaring something, and then leaving it and having a different set of actions happen, and then going back to it later just because you had to seed it first and then pay it off later. That's bad writing. That's anime writing.
It is anime writing. It totally is. You're right.
There's going to be a lot of emergent gameplay.
I'm not sure because I can't remember if things were happening simultaneously at the time, so if they were cutting back and forth between things, or if it was just time jumps.
We want to give players a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility, and a bunch of
everyone loves that movie,
to play with, and then see what comes out the other side. If you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents, the Celestial faction is designed for you.
With Celestials, we've really
I just watched The Gunslinger
that is
Gregory Peck.
pure original thinking.
Now that's like
this team
that's domino falling right. Like one domino hits the next one. Actions lead to other actions, and the characters inside that are affected by those actions try to get out.
Balanced
but
and
they're
where
trapped.
it felt correctly
But they have to be true to themselves
the
and their
other two
motivations.
races.
And that it all leads to a believable
Stormgate is a
ending.
Blizzard-style RTS, and so
But
by
how
saying
we had
that
captions
we're
on?
continuing the legacy of Warcraft and
Different
StarCraft,
video?
we're really
No
looking
captions.
at that core RTS experience.
Unavailable.
But we really believe that even within a Blizzard-style
Yeah, I would love to
RTS,
have them on, but
there's a lot of room to innovate.
They are
There's a lot of
unavailable.
creative
Yeah, I mean, they're
boundaries
just-
that can be pushed
they're
to
fapping.
bring
They're talking
new
about
styles of
pushing the
play and new
boundary.
experiences for players, and so
New
we
styles
are
of play.
really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas into the genre. We want you to have this
Oh,
asymmetric
there was a star above that
experience
character. Did they rank
where
up?
playing one faction or another faction really feels almost like a different game entirely.
Remember the scene at the start, random engineer.
Our technology
Wait, hold on.
runs
Oh yeah,
at a
no.
higher
I'm
tick
pretty
rate
sure I
than
knew where you were
any
going with
real-time
that. Yeah,
strategy game
there's a
that's
lot
ever
of
come
there's a
before.
lot of
In a
scenes
nutshell,
for
essentially
sure
what that means
where one
is,
could
as
critique
a player, the time between clicking and seeing their
the
actions
blunt
take
aspect
place
of the
is
narrative.
faster than any other RTS game that's really ever come out. As a player, it just
But hey,
feels really, really
I'm
good
not
to
yucking
play.
anyone's yum. I'm here for video.
One of the biggest design challenges that we faced with Stormgate is creating a game that maintains
Bruce, do you think
the high
playing a lot of video games
gameplay
has
that
qualified
has
me
been
to
the heart
critique
of RTS
film?
for so
No.
long,
Oh.
but
It's actually the
still
opposite.
provides an
Then how
on-ramp
come
for new players
every
coming
gaming
in that
outlet
doesn't
just
steer
starts
them away?
talking about
It's
movies?
okay to be
Yeah,
a high
you're
skill
right.
game. It's
Weird, right?
actually
You're right
a
about
good
that.
and
I cannot-
appealing thing. We never want to water down
When, like,
that aspect
when video
of
game
RTS,
reviewers
but
start
we talk a
reviewing
lot
TV and
about
movies,
lowering the
it's
skill
like,
floor, which means
you should have
making it
one
more approachable for new
expertise
players coming in
instead of
without
just
taking
feeling like your
away the
special
high
brain
skill
can
elements
divine
of the game that make
the creative
RTS
intent
so
behind
exciting.
anything. But my special brain
Early
can't.
access is much
I just see
more
a lot
about
of people
bringing the
commenting on
community
storylines
along
or
with us
storytelling
and benefiting
in video
from
games
that
and then comparing it to
feedback
television
that
or
the community
movies.
provides
And
us to
I
really
just don't
make
think
the
they
game
really can
what
be
they tell
compared because they're
us
different
they want.
mediums.
We've been having
I don't know, that's just the way- that's the way I feel about it,
100%.
And together, hopefully,
It also
that we
neglects
really
the
are able
interactive
to
aspects, which are the
craft
most,
something that
like, it's what
feels
defines a
collaborative.
game.
Yeah.
We're sharing
So,
it at a much
the thing is, the
earlier
audience
stage
has
than
resonated with
any game that
the
we've
video
worked on
game
in the
style of
past.
experience
But
for a
it is
long
a
time.
better way to
You're
make
Demon
games.
Souls,
I
you know?
believe
People
that
say it has a bad
Stormgate,
story, but that's
as
not
it
what matters.
evolves, will
Your
turn into
experience
something
is the
that
story,
is
and you
literally
author
the
it
best
because
game
games are
that we've ever
interactive.
worked on
That's correct.
as a
But a
result.
lot of game critics don't have the
We
language
hope
or even
you've
the
enjoyed
awareness to
this
speak to that level of what it
first
is.
look at our
Like how game
Celestial
mechanics
faction.
can empower you to author your own
Stormgate's free to
experiences.
play. It's available
Elden
to
Ring,
everyone.
like
We'll be
people
launching
started
fully
to
into
like
early access
develop the
on
language
August
of like, this is better than
But
Demon
you
Souls
can join us
because I
before
have
then on
choice.
July 30th
I can choose
by
to
going
go
to
somewhere
Steam
else. I
and
can
picking
choose
up
to do
one of our
something else.
bundles
All
that's
right, we're getting there a little
available
bit. Anyway, only I have the special brain is what I'm saying. I should do more. We should do more reviews.
I love doing those reviews. I watch the shit out of television. I watch 2 hours of television a night.
Hey, Sean.
And like all sorts
if
of
you're
new shit all the
excited
time. I'm
RTS
constantly watching
madness,
television.
Wait until you hear this.
I love it.
I've been
I'm so
using
blessed
pretzels
that,
to scoop up my ice cream
that you
instead
are
of a
a
spoon.
non-judgmental media consumer.
I really try not to be.
I think out of everyone I know, I can trust you the most. I give a very honest appraisal of anything.
It's funny because occasionally we'll see people throw in my face, you like the last season of Game of Thrones. The one that was watched by the most amount of people, by the way. Just so you know, the ratings are the highest for the last season. Regardless, I liked it, but I would never defend it and say like,
yeah, the finale was
this was the greatest piece of television. Like I would never say that. I would say it's fun. I don't know that you're gonna like it, but I enjoyed it. And that's what I've been starting to say to you, which is like, there are lots of things I can say I liked, but I can't recommend. And I like a lot of stuff, but doesn't mean I'm going to recommend it.
Yeah, so I'm that way with games. I know what I like, and I think, like, to me, the biggest failing of most games critics is they never develop the sense to differentiate what they personally like from what is good design.
Yeah.
Because most game critics just like, it's just an opinion, it's just what I think, that's what a game review is. Wrong. You should be talented enough to make it more than that. You should, like, the best game review, the most accomplished game reviewer can hate a game but still properly recommend it to somebody that would like it. You have to have that awareness. Like, I feel like I would recommend The Last of Us Part 2 to specific people based on what they like or what they're looking for, but I can't stand that game. I appreciate what it does.
Yeah, Last of Us Part 2 is, I say this a lot, it's one of my major critiques about almost anything, is that it's too long.
Yeah, there's like a whole act on the end that's just a retread of what they just... There was a great climax, and then it kept going.
No, yeah, it's just too long.
Just to hit the point home again.
And that's something that I say often about movies and television, because a lot of the times it is. It's just too long. There's just...
It's the over-delivery aspect.
And I also think that doesn't respect the audience as much as it should, because the audience usually can get something in 1 or 2 retreads. Not always. But I generally think the best things are quickly done. You know, they usually... You don't want things to be verbose. You want them to be...
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's... You want them to be short, usually. Not always.
Well, I don't know. When I played Part 2, I was like, this entire game is because Neil Druckmann was mad that nobody got the ending of Last of Us Part 1. So he made an entire game about that one cool idea.
Ooh, yeah.
And then just you're gonna get it this time! Over and over and over.
Yep.
Did people get it though? I don't know. Maybe they did.
Yes, they did.
Cycle violence.
Violence begets violence. Yeah. And I was like, guys, this story's never been told in the history of anything else.
But some people could change, and some people can't. And what if you played as the antagonist, but you didn't think about... Yeah, we get it. It's just, again, it's the last hour of Last of Us 1 was great. I was like, that's really clever, really smart,
very
well
interesting.
Told, well done.
It's funny, I didn't like the story, but very well told. You know, like,
I didn't really like the story, but I liked the ending quite a bit. I was like, that's brave, well done, it's succinct, it's clever, and then they made an entirely second game that was just that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, like, I don't have any qualms with Ragnarok really, but it was kind of overstuffed.
That's what I heard. Yeah. I didn't play the whole thing. So.
Like, every character has a Marvel arc. Everyone. You don't. There must have been like a dry erase board where there were characters that were circled and it was like, arc with question mark under it. Like, well, we gotta put him. Thor's gotta have an arc, right?
Combat's fun too. I mean, Last of Us combat has always been fun. It's always been good.
Well, it was. I mean, it wasn't super great on the PS3 when it ran at 10 FPS.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And,
I didn't play it on PlayStation.
Fucking click an infested guy knocks you to the ground and you're mashing buttons and Ellie's like, or Joel at that point.
The primary mission is to sabotage Kamla's operation at any cost.
Playing against
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, should have been Wilhelm shot.
How about a little?
Yeah, playing as Ellie against humans in Last of Us Part 2 was dope. That felt like Crisis, like crawling around in the grass, like just jumping on people like a feral Wolverine and stabbing them in the neck. And then like they would do AI callouts of like, where is she? I think she's over here, and you could use that.
They would run that way, or
yeah. Playing against the zombies was terrible again because the game ran like shit on PS4. And the shooting is not good. It's like
nobody wanted. Well, but people say that's on purpose.
Yeah, no, it's just
They say that about Dark Souls too. Though they say that Dark Souls is wonky because they want it to be tension building. Just letting you know that's what they say, and that's what they told me when I played it.
I mean, I could have bought that back in the Silent Hill days when you're playing a dude named Steve.
There's some random guy who doesn't know how to shoot a gun or whatever.
He gets sucked into a nightmare dimension, and he's got a plank of wood. Yeah, he's gonna move like a dweeb. I did like, I mean, I do think that, like, part 2, the way that Ellie kind of became a feral hunter was pretty cool.
Yeah.
An evolution of her character. Okay. Interesting.
Stealth tactics.
Druckmann wants to be Kojima so bad. Yeah, how Kojima has palled up with all of his favorite creators, but I don't think he's...
No,
Kojima hasn't downloaded Druckmann into Death Stranding 2 yet.
No, Kojima's... But Kojima's his own thing. Like, he's so, in my opinion, so unique that I don't think that...
He pals around with Sam Lake. I'm trying to think of other game devs that he...
Like, Druckmann's not going to be Kojima. Druckmann's not that. Druckmann's more of an American storyteller.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
He's emulating a lot of like Oscar-style writing. He has yet to get into his weird phase, which I hope he does.
Content and showcase some of the most exciting games.
I think those guys like Cory Barlog and stuff are fantastic visionaries. I really do. Even if I don't like their story, I can still like. I always say this about Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's like one of the best television shows ever made. Couldn't stand where the story went. Hated it.
Hurry up and get on with the next
Didn't want to watch anymore, but watched it to the end because I knew it was a good show.
Yeah, I got to the point where it's just like all the storylines were bad, and like every storyline was just characters suffering endlessly and doing bad things to each other. And
that's right.
It just made me feel like shit.
That's right.
I'm like, where is this going?
And people like some people like to watch that.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by that. I think that, I mean, that's honestly something that drugged me down about Last of Us as well.
Yeah.
It tried to have its moments of humanity, but boy did it lose them about halfway through the game with no real trade-off. Like,
all in the name
if you're going to assault the audience or player with that level of misery,
I still think
it ought to mean something.
The better look, if you want to, in my opinion, if you want a better storyline that's like that, it's Ozark. Ozark, you can actually identify with the characters and see why they're making the decisions, even though they're still doing the bad thing.
Okay.
Ozark is, in my opinion, a much better, like, there's a gray area here, and I'm not sure what I would have done, versus Breaking Bad, I'm like, they shot that dude in the face. Like, obviously he's bad, so, I don't know.
There was a whole era of celebrating the bad guy in the 2010s, and I didn't like it.
Breaking Bad definitely does that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need every story to be virtuous. I don't need media to be pro-social, which was also a weird wave. Maybe coming off of all the bad guy media. But it has to have intent, and if just wallowing in misery is not therapeutic for me,
No, Ozark does a really good job of, again, you're like, this is all really bad and they're in terrible scenarios, but the decision they made is not that bad. Like, it's like bad but not that bad. Whereas Breaking Bad, it's called Breaking Bad. The show is called Breaking Bad, so you know they're gonna break bad.
That looks cool. All systems dance.
Not Max.
That's cute. Vehicle combat games don't exist though. So this is kind of cool. Interstate 76 is back. Oh, Strand type game.
Oh, yeah.
I love wobbly
what's
packages.
the Strand type? We talked about this. Strand type game, you said, was when other players leave messages during the game. But also, is it cargo transport?
Yeah, it's all of it. Kojima's brilliant.
Kojima's brilliant.
So here's based on some of Kojima's philosophical waffling about Death Stranding. A Strand type game, Bruce, is one that is not based on destruction. It's about connectivity and creation.
This looks like destruction.
Yeah, it is. There's not a lot of stranding going on here, is there? This is cool, though. Yeah, the stick and the rope, exactly. We've had too many stick games. We need rope games. Strands that connect us together.
How many video games are not based around destruction? There's a lot.
Very few.
There are a ton of video games.
I mean, there are more. Yeah, there are way more now.
They're farming video games. That's all you do.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So I like making fun of it. But
me too.
Kojima, again, is a visionary, and I love it.
Yeah, no one else. I mean, shit. There's a difference between being arbitrarily weird and being weird with intent.
Yeah, he is weird with intent. You're right. Yeah.
Although that Death Stranding 2 trailer, that was out there, man.
You're gonna love it, though.
I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
What the hell's going on there? That's an interesting gun. On the beach, baby. I'm ready to be on the beach and see Troy Baker shredding an axe guitar. Yeah. Becoming a cyber geisha or whatever the heck. No, he was more of a what is it? The kabuki theater man.
Sick.
Kojima's the only auteur of video games. Incorrect. There's also what is it? Michael Young, the guy who made all the gay games.
Oh yeah. forgot about that
What's
guy.
his name? Robert Young. That's it. The one where you're like checking out each other's packages at the truck stop.
What about Sam Lake?
Eh.
What about David Cage?
What's he up to? Oh yeah, they're making Star Wars, right? Remember Star Wars?
I mean,
any day now, baby.
I feel like that got yanked away from David Cage after all of his problems.
Poor David Cage. Goichi Suda is kind of nice. Goichi Suda is like one of the only remaining pulpy producers that can still get a budget.
Is that the Suda 51?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your goal is simple.
Yeah, it's I kind of like they're problematic for sure, but also the world is a better place when you give a man-child unlimited budget. You get your
you get some fun wonky.
You get Fahrenheit,
crazy shit.
You get Omicron.
Yeah.
Could you try to do that, Bruce? If you were could you channel your inner 13-year-old and make like the most
could easily do that? Because I don't have to worry about logic.
It needs a little logic though, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah. So I'll give it a little logic. I can easily do that. That's easy.
That look cool.
And I'm not saying that I can be Kojima because I can't. But I'm saying like I can give you some crazy piece of bullshit, and then if somebody asks me to explain it, I can explain it.
Well, you don't have to ramp up to current Kojima. You're going to be at Snatcher Kojima.
Mika,
so you just have to mash together like 3 movies you like, and then also add a whole scene where you skis on a 14-year-old.
Oh, so
huge
easy.
Mutant super soldier
So easy.
whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, if I were a mad scientist working for an evil mega corporation, you know, like you do, I would probably replace its other arm with a grappling hook.
Oh my God,
Camera
perfect,
wasn't on.
because that means you would fit right
yeah,
in
Killing
at
Floor.
Tripwire
Oh, Killing
Interactive.
Floor is always
Who've been
fun.
working
This
for
is
years
not
to
a
bring us the
Strand
next
type game,
installment
Bruce,
in the Killing
before you
Floor
ask.
series. Now,
'Cause there's
for those of you who
destruction.
know, the
Yeah, a lot
franchise
of
has
it.
been a huge staple of the
like
PC
heavy
gaming show
metal,
since its inception
which is awesome.
back in
Killing
2015.
Killing
Tripwire
Floor
had
was
actually
such a
been at 9
such a
PC gaming shows.
desperate lifeline for
In
real
the
video
upcoming
games in the
sequel, players will face
2000s
off
and
against a
2010s.
new upgraded generation of Zeds.
Killing Floor was kind of like it had boomer shooter stuff
And
before
the
that
Zeds
became a
aren't the only
resurgence.
things that have gotten an upgrade.
One of the few.
To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive.
Oh yeah,
for this
Quiet from
exclusive look
MGS5.
at the guns
I
and
still
gore
can't
of
believe
Killing Floor
the
3.
shit that I played in MGS5 was real. Like, did you shower with Quiet?
No, I never got that far.
I did that. I did all that stuff, and I was like, I can't believe this is in a video game, and I was able to do it.
You know, it's fun. Related concept. Metal Gear Solid 5 kind of burned me out because the cutscenes were so terrible. I mean, I get it. You're a warlord. You're a war criminal. You are leading like an extra national military force. So you're not a good guy. That is clear. But still, all the cutscenes were basically about like torture and war crimes and shit. And I was just like, man, this makes me feel bad.
Did you get to MGS5 takes a turn?
I didn't get to the turn.
Did you? Like, it takes a turn in a good way for me.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you got to that.
I don't think I did.
Because MGS5 I played a bunch of and was like, I really like the gameplay, and the story doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And then there's something that happens in that game, and you're like, holy shit! And for me, as somebody, you know me, so for me, I was like, oh my, this means I can get vengeance on it. Like, it was like immediate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you got to that part, but it's really cool.
Interesting.
It's really, really neat. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. This, because before I wasn't motivated to do this shit like he was talking about. He's a warlord. Like,
yeah.
Why am I doing this shit? And then they motivate you.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. I'm playing through all of Kojima's stuff right now.
I'm way late on MGS5, but I still think MGS5, I think spawned all of the open world games we're playing today. I think they were the first to do it the best.
Was 5 before Breath of the Wild?
It was. It was a year before Breath of the Wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. People like to say Kojima just wants to make movies, but no, his games are games.
No, yeah, that gameplay
they just have 4-hour cutscenes in them.
And it's too bad that he had to end. He was like in the middle of development.
From the beginning with Killing Floor 3.
Oh, 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is 2017. Yeah.
I mean, even like look at this set.
You playing Police Knots? Already did.
80s and 90s.
Hey, here's a fun fact about Police Knots.
Dark Horse.
Did you know that every single woman you interact with in Police Knots, you can slap their titties?
About trying to create biological weapons set in
Kojima's a visionary.
What a genius world. So we wanted.
I don't know what's more feminist, slapping titties in Psychonauts, or the fact that Call of Duty Ghosts had more dog than women.
Well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet.
Do I remember the name of the big robot boss fight? The Sahila Paddle
things that they're being faced with.
Russian?
odds.
No, it's like some dinosaur name.
Motivate us.
It's a halapalapridle.
Trying to remember the
Sahilapedron or whatever.
Shaska.
There's just a
What was
combination.
the Shagahad? That was 3.
What's the name of it? Sahelanthropus. Thank you.
Sahelanthropus. The
Sahelanthropus.
amount of Zeds that are in the world.
And one of them has such big titties that they shake.
More epic.
They set off the bomb in the briefcase. Oh yeah, the old lady.
More challenging.
When she's got those big hangers and you slap him and it sets off a bomb. But then the character says like, "God help me" before he does it because he has to like pray a little bit.
Anywhere on screen Zeds can be.
Good job,
I have to
Kojima.
kind of keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize.
Yeah, it's really. Honestly, I'm so bummed that Konami
what can get to me
kicked out
faster, what's
Kojima
gonna do more
probably
damage.
because
It's just
dude,
more
if
ways
he had been
to
able to make
amplify
another
not
MGS
only
like
the
5,
action, but that horror element
It would just
as
be
well
so
in
good.
KF3.
Well, didn't he say he was making a stealth
We have
military
like
game?
very
He did,
detailed.
yeah.
hit
So
detection
I hope
system
I hope
now.
that's on the
You
way.
can blow off any
I just want him to
limb.
take a
Every
vacation.
bullet hole that hits it.
He doesn't
stays
want it.
there
Let him make stuff if he
Exactly
wants to
where you
make stuff.
burn the
I
creature
feel like,
is where
well,
you'll
yeah.
see its flesh burn. We actually have Zeds.
Maybe maybe his vacation
is
is
fighting you
downloading
if it's
his
not
favorite
a
directors
critical
into his
spot of that
digital
Zed.
menagerie.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear
Certain
Online.
Zeds have, like on the flesh pound,
I can take a selfie with George Miller whenever I want.
If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose.
Oh,
like
we
an
should have
inner
watched.
critical zone that when you
There's like an
shoot,
interview
you
where
kind of
Kojima's
deal
talking
the
with George
ultimate
Miller.
killing blow
We should have
to
watched that
Zed.
instead of fucking
One thing
old
that's
E3
always
video.
felt great in Killing
I guess
Floor
they're
is
still talking.
shooting
What did he
things
say?
in the head. We wanted there to be
He said
variety
Mad Max is
when
my
you do
Bible
that.
and George
Their
Miller is my
heads are made up
Jesus or
of
something like that.
multiple meshes so that it can essentially open up.
Furiosa was pretty good, I guess. I wonder what necessarily about Furiosa made Kojima lose his mind.
Day of the Dead, where there's literally just a massive.
I think I get it.
A few teeth
Like
hanging
Anya
there.
Taylor-Joy with a
Very big
cyber
horror
arm.
fans, there's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
deep
little
Kojima right
Easter eggs
there.
throughout everything. That impact,
That makes
and
sense.
feedback, and that variation.
And then
makes
Snake
things
was in
the
it.
head feel,
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard,
Praetor
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
It's basically Snake. You got the mullet and everything. Oh, you not seen Furiosa yet?
We hope you enjoyed
yeah,
that
but I
exclusive
will.
look at Killing Floor 3. For more information,
You might have to do
visit
it in chunks.
killingfloor3.com and
Oh, is
list
it
this now.
And it's got very explicit acts. Like it's separated into chapters.
Yeah.
What a beautifully twisted and nightmarishly gory game. It's
been a hot day.
I've already added it to my wish list.
One of the best
and
lines
look
in
at
that
this,
movie.
Mika.
Oh.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind because
Yeah,
in our next game,
good delivery.
there is a different type of mob filling the streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes and fans in football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere
And
trailer.
cut to camera 2. And camera 1.
I can't tell if that was live or if they were covering a cut.
Oh yeah, good point.
Maybe covering a cut.
This city
Are you
is
implying that
about
Mika
to
botched that
experience
one?
a football game that
Maybe
could
they
be
just
the
had to rewrite
greatest
it.
has
Oh,
ever
maybe.
seen.
Nobody botched anything.
You are responsible for
They changed
how
the
it
title
will
of
go
the
down
game.
in history. Get ready to host the biggest clubs.
Do you want to
all
be
around
a
the world.
football manager,
You
Bruce?
will have to manage every
I've been
single
trying to
detail.
like fill. I want to get into one of these games because I like the management games, but I don't think I can do it. I really tried.
Streets with energy you
I
can only
click on it
get
on
from
Steam every time. I'm always like, ah, and I'm like, ah, never mind.
And like the first
Safety
promotional
is a
image is
top
just a
priority.
spreadsheet.
I know. I'm like,
It's all in
whoa.
your hands.
So this is, I guess you're not, this is interesting. You're managing the event venue. Wow.
The fans are getting excited.
There's a very particular dork who is going to love this. I love people who like play logistics games. I mean, that's kind of what Death Stranding is, that it's hard, but...
Yeah, you're right.
They will remember forever. Everything comes down to your decisions.
Surely with all the like satisfactory players, there's going to be some like Galaxy Brain logistics planners in the future.
Oh yeah, I would hope.
Although I wonder about that because like real life is so much more chaotic and irrational than a video game. And there's just like problems you would never in a million years expect or even think about that you just have to react to on the fly. So,
Host the biggest clubs.
hey, that's the Crime Boss font.
Create
Hey,
Fiesta.
you can't do that.
City 25, the first football tycoon.
Man, all the seats are first class, huh? Ole, ole.
Whenever they show an airplane, I'm always like, an airplane doesn't look like that. No one's sitting. Everyone's crammed up against each other.
The old person pissing themselves, child vomiting on the
Somebody's screaming about something else.
Some dude lighting up a cigarette,
worried about a mask.
Some dude's penis is just out. There's 2 feet like thrown over the front of your chair, and they're just right next to your face.
Yeah, they didn't show the doors flying off.
I do like unpacking. Oh, we got a singing flower. All right. You into this, Bruce? You into it?
I don't know what this is yet.
This might be a Strand type game.
I don't know what is this? What game is it? What do you do in this game?
Maybe you gotta like play with the beat to bring your flowers.
Oh yeah, maybe
back.
it's a music, a rhythm game.
Tempopo. I do like characters that have stubby little legs like that, like stilts. Oh, puzzle game. Okay. I started playing Humanity. It's kind of like Lemmings. There's just little squads of throngs of people, and you have to like put up markers to make them walk through a stage to get to the exit.
Oh,
but it's quirky.
It sounds familiar. I don't know if I've played it though.
You probably saw a trailer for it at some point. It's on Game Pass. It's made by Enhance, the folks who made Tetris Attack and other stuff. Well, that's a cozy little game.
Tampopo.
Speaking of cinema, have you ever seen Tampopo? Japanese movie about food?
Never.
It's great.
Okay.
I think you'd like it. It's quirky and weird. Very weird.
All right, Lawrence, good luck with this one. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You got it. I'll hold down the fort. We got some quirky characters here. Animu.
So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or
Have a lovely picnic.
sure.
Kat, we've been talking.
Is this satirizing hyper diversity in gaming?
It's a membership that lets PC players play new
okay.
PC games.
Like is this a Game Pass ad?
Dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here.
Damn, she is beefed out.
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC games.
Is this really an Xbox Game Pass ad? No way, bro. Or is it just EA? Oh no, it's Game Pass. Game Pass's ads have been good. If you guys like follow Game Pass on social media because they post some funny ass sketches. Like pretty cutting stuff, pretty avant-garde stuff.
So it's a gaming membership.
Like not quite Adult Swim level, but
PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly
why would you approve this? Did you see how big she was? And she had a cute little tiara on?
Thanks, guys. As soon as I wake up, I'm joining PC Game Pass. It's
She
literally
had a protein shaker. Come on. Yeah, it's like the GTA 5 anime. Oh, thank you. Was that like Patriot Squad?
I get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika. PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC games without having to buy
I know what protein shakers are.
So true.
You don't sound like
let's
it.
keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
If somebody knew what a protein shaker was, they would like that ad. Could have fooled me. Anyway, it's a good ad. They're trying, man. They're trying. You can't, like, I appreciate effort. Would you rather see an ad that's just like, it's Game Pass, we got Call of Duty now, $10, please, but sign up for it. It's like a dude in a hoodie being like, hey, my name's John Pass, and I'm the Game Pass mascot. I'm a cool guy. Actually, I'm already coming up with, like, a fun idea.
Solver for Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said, well, it's Texas. Of course we can hunt you. And I said, what's that?
Texas. You don't want to be.
One thing the games industry
You don't want to be
needs more than
trespassing in
corporation that
Texas.
gives a shit about developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso,
So
elsewhere,
Game
is
Pass,
making
maybe it should be like
exciting new
James
action game,
Pass.
but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
Where are you hiding?
His name is James Pass, and wherever he goes, games keep falling out of his pockets. Can't hold all these games, damn it! And there's always children following him around, scooping up all the games.
Okay.
You big bitch. That like kill marker is pretty cool. That big blinking X. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I love that shit. When you kill somebody and their gun flies at you so you can grab it. Oh! You fucking frisbeed the gun. That's sick. Yeah, this is good shit. This is a Lawrence game for sure. Boink! Yeah, it's very similar to Super Hot, it looks like. I like the like hit freeze. Whenever you kill somebody, it like freezes for a frame or two. That's like a Capcom technique from Final Fight. Ooh, I like it. Reminds me of Ruiner too. I've been thinking about Ruiner a lot lately.
The Cataclysmo left us broken.
Kill boss.
Lost.
I never finished Ruiner. To do that.
But we rose, piece by piece, night after night. They broke us once, but I see no broken souls today. I see a people carved from stone.
Do these games excite you?
No.
They never excite me.
Yeah.
They might be really fun,
maybe,
but they never excite me when I watch a trailer of them.
Coming up in the PC gaming show.
Cyber running. Tron Runner was really good. Came out a million years ago. Very few people played it.
I definitely did not. I heard of it, and that was it.
There were a few attempts to try to elevate the like endless runner genre. That's not long enough to go piss though, so I don't know why they're doing like look aheads.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos
Well, is this like a
tracksuits,
commercial?
sweating in a bush in
It's
some
like
godforsaken
I don't know why it's like coming up and
This
then
is nothing like what you've
The Game
ever
Awards
faced.
used to do that. They'd be
Our
like,
intel confirms
we'll be right
operators
back. And then they would like
deployed
just
from
go to a Facebook ad. And then they'd be like, welcome back, everyone. We never left the show.
I think I played this.
Yeah?
Keep your mission objective a priority.
Yeah, I played
I'll
this.
see you on the
Oh.
other side.
That's like kill.
Yeah.
Moving out.
It's really it was interesting because playing the alien side, the bad guy side, that side was
Yeah.
really fun.
There was a game like this in the late 2000s. What was it called?
This is an extraction shooter, but you can play as the alien. You can play as the bad guy.
It wasn't Evolve. No, it was before that. And it wasn't Left 4 Dead. Natural Selection. Thank you. That's the one.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I mean, Alien vs. Predator 2 kind of had these flavors, but I tried to get into Natural Selection. By the time I got there were people who were just pros.
That's right, yeah.
And I had no. They were like playing 18 levels above me. Hey, it's the other plot.
I'm Tasteless, and I am joined with David Kim and Artosis. Today, we're going to be talking to you about a very exciting new
Tastosis,
game.
man, takes me
Battle
back.
Aces, a fast action
Downloading
RTS.
Korean streaming apps so that I can watch Brood War at 4 a.m.
Watch the StarCraft.
That you see right
Yeah,
here
a friend
is
of mine
my
used to do
core.
that where he'd
This
like
is where my
he'd
units
be like,
train
oh
out
yeah, I
of.
was like,
And
well, up
also,
late at night. I
if
was like,
lose
why?
the
He's like,
core, then
when I was
lose
watching the
game.
StarCraft thing, and I was like, holy fuck, man, you are dedicated.
Within seconds of
Nerd?
it starting, is that correct?
That's what I called him.
So
Yeah,
right when the
it
game
was cool
starts,
though
you
because
have
they would
enough
play like new
resources to
K-pop
either
videos
expand,
before the show started. Sometimes they'd
or
have a
build an army
performance
to
like at the tournament.
Wow.
I got to see Gangnam Style like a month before it broke.
Is that
because-
intelligence bar. This is one
And I
of my
remember that
favorite
video coming
things
out and be
about
like, "Oh, this is hot.
Yeah,
This is good shit."
Immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponents as well, and start strategizing from the get.
That was actually the way that I learned about new K-pop. It's just because of what would air during StarCraft tournaments. And then sometimes they would have like local Korean ads play. That was great. That's rad.
So,
yeah.
with these unit
I miss
decks, you
it.
can make almost
I mean, I'm
any
sure it's still happening,
combination
but-
of units. How many units exactly are in the game Battle Aces right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units
That's a
planned
lot of
for the
units.
closed beta.
This was
but
the
we'll be
this was the
adding
game
new
that had
units
that anime
every single
trailer.
season, So the possibilities
And I was like,
of
well, that was
strategy
cool. And then
will
it showed the
be
RTS, and it was like,
Now I notice
Yeah,
here
just
on
the
the
guy with laser
intelligence
blades
bar,
on his
you
face.
see you're taking up,
I
your
know.
opponent is taking that faster third base, and I see you're playing like a very defensive,
Yeah,
tech-oriented
commentate it.
game, whereas your
Commentate
opponent
that
is playing
biz.
a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at
What
the
can you
UI.
tell us about the different types of strategies?
So you want to blow up the node? Is that what we're doing here?
you
So
love
in
it?
this specific game,
I
I'm
think-
trying to show
Don't you
off
love
a
it?
more
I
easier
think
way
so.
to play. So you'll notice that I'm not really clicking all that much, kind of thing. So my basic
But I
strategy
like
is
clicking.
in tier 1, I have these
I don't know
recall
that
units
reducing
that
the
can
clicks
teleport
is
back
the
to any of
play
my
here.
bases,
You know
making
what?
a
It
very
is for
easy
casual
defensive
players. Because
option.
for me,
And I'm
Yeah.
straight
I
teching
immediately I go,
to king
oh,
crabs that
less
are very
clicks?
strong
That's great.
aggressive
Yeah, more
in
welcoming,
spaces
that's for
and
sure, yeah.
expansions.
Now, game timers.
So if they're
and
trying to get
RTSs
casual
is
players,
not
yes.
like a new thing.
That's smart.
But what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so we have a max game limit of 10 minutes in this game.
Oh.
So when the timer reaches 0, then the game will end. And
That's
the winning
interesting.
player
Casual.
is whoever has the
Yeah, they,
highest
that's
for
score.
casual players.
I mean, even
And we noticed
over the
that
expansions of
two king crabs
StarCraft
you have,
2,
seem
they
be
tried
on a
to
stealth
make
mission here. It
matches
seems like you're
faster.
skirting the bottom of the map, maybe
Like every
going up for a
RTS,
little bit of
especially StarCraft,
harassment,
always had like a
little bit
5-minute phase at the beginning where
counterattacking.
you're basically
Yeah,
base
for sure.
building and
So I
turtling.
sent 2 to the back
And you can
so
try
that
to
I take
cheese,
down
but
one of
essentially
these
those are all
bases,
ins. If
hopefully.
your cheese loses, then you lose the
While
match.
Right, it's
playing a
over, yeah.
defensive game,
So it
but
became
the
just like
enemy
a-
noticed that, and because he can't,
Any early
he was
play is
kind
an
of
all-in,
off
basically.
position. That's why he went all in on
And you would never do that in the beginning of a set.
Looks
You
like
only,
he will
I mean,
end
it's
up
part of the
pulling off
headspace
your
of the
third
game.
base here. And
So
in
it's
fact
yeah,
brings in a huge
it's interesting
army,
to
but
try to do
it looks
RTS,
like
but
you
also
will defend,
remove the slow
unfortunately, losing
wind
that
up
third
and also
base.
make it so there's
Yeah,
no
but
like
I do have a
long-term
bigger army,
match
and I
stalemate
was able to save those
across the
2
map.
king
That's
crabs
the
and
whole
bring
point of
them
that is to
back.
try and get
So
casual
I'm feeling
players
pretty
in
good about this
because
massive
I don't
attack
want
right
to sit
here.
through a 45
Yeah,
minute
it
match
looks like you're pushing forward,
and then be
and that
like,
is a very
well, that
Yeah.
was a big waste of my time.
Dude, that's mega
See how you
crushing.
end up
Also,
doing.
just like,
It does look like it's
especially with
going to end up
StarCraft,
being a rout,
given
even
how
taking
high
down his
input it
flying
is,
units there.
you have to be
Looks
like
like
churning
you've done a
hot
great
Right.
job
for
this
30
game,
minutes straight,
David.
and that's
you know, I gotta say, guys, I've
exhausting.
played a lot of
I
battle
like
aces,
there-
and
like
if you
the
want a
physical
more
aspects and the
in-depth
mental
look at
aspects.
the high
There were some
skill
matches
expression
like 50-minute
available,
matches in
check it out at
StarCraft where I would,
playbаттleaces.com.
especially if I would lose,
And we'll
like
be
my
starting
hands
our
would be
beta
shaking
very
and I would
soon,
just get
in a
up and
few
just like
weeks. So
walk
please
around
make
my
sure to
apartment a
sign
little
up for the
bit,
beta, while
feeling
you're here at the
terrible.
site.
And be sure to wish list it on Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9,
Wish list.
back to you.
There it is. Hey, all the best. I'm gonna check it out. I'm
Sounds
excited.
like it'd be good for you.
RTSs are happening. So
Thanks, Artosis.
now they just need to add
And Nick
F
Tasteless
M
Plot,
B.
my literal brother that refers to me by my
David Kim,
internet
if you need
moniker.
a lead
now, Sean,
or
Frankie told us there'd
I
be
don't know,
a
like a
lot
cool
of
younger
great
brother
strategy games in
to
our
a
show, and
lead,
you know, she
or
was right.
You
a
are
cool
the
younger
younger brother?
younger hacker,
I don't know. You can be
20
You can play a younger brother.
2021
And with the
hacker
lightning
guy.
fast action of its 1v1 and 2v2
You know, I'm
modes,
available.
Battle
That's like me
Aces
being
is a
like,
big
I could play a 20-year-old.
Next up, Citizen Sleeper 2.
that one.
Wait, well, I'm sorry. I thought I was
No,
gonna...
I thought it...
It's me,
Oh,
right?
no.
Well, look.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm
Yeah,
a little
no,
mixed up, but
go for it.
You know what
Great,
sucks?
yeah.
I'd love to.
We haven't seen Vin Diesel
World
at
of a
all.
malfunctioning
Oh, you're right.
android, housing the
He's got to be in this
digitized
show, if
consciousness of
anything,
human
right?
beings
Citizen Sleeper?
and
Oh, PC
treacherous
gaming, maybe?
existence
Yeah.
at
Well,
the
Arc
end.
too?
I was
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
introduce that
His
trailer.
Arc.
Me,
PC gaming.
Mika. And
Yeah,
then he just
that's
swoops
right
in and
there.
steals it. Oh, you've made a powerful
And there's the
enemy
show,
today plot.
right?
Mika, is everything okay?
Yeah, what?
What the shit is that?
Why
There's an
would
Arc
it
show.
be?
It has Vin Diesel.
Oh, that's
As
right.
I was
Yes.
saying,
Yeah.
this new
That's
I like
cheap
that.
Vin.
I like that you have to keep
Day
reminding
9.
me about it because I don't care.
Everyone
9
forgets.
days left
Which is
after
good because it
I-
means I get to remind
We
them.
can all hear your thoughts.
After this, we should watch the Arc trailer with Vin
Yeah,
Diesel.
you recorded them
my
earlier, you know, in the voiceover
Remember when he was
studio.
riding that
That's
dinosaur
audio that's
and he
gonna
had the,
be
like-
typed into the
I do
studio right
remember.
now.
Tribal
I actually
headband.
do remember because you've made me remember.
Yeah.
003
I keep sending you
Mika's
pictures of
internal
it.
rage.wave right now.
You got it,
It's the lock screen on
I'm
my
sorry,
phone.
I just, you know, I really
Steph's
wanted to
phone
introduce
is
the
like
trailer.
both of
I'm
us
like,
smiling,
the
and to me
girl.
it's just Vin
Okay,
Diesel.
you know, honestly,
From the Arc trailer?
You sure? Okay. You've lost your memory and there's a bounty
Hold on. Let's see if the caption's available. Unavailable.
Hey,
Just
wait,
so you
hold
know.
on, hold on.
Hey, does anyone have
Where are my
any
vengeful
suggestions
thoughts?
about the audio balance?
Sorry, Sean. You got
Don't stop opening that up.
Is
All
anything
right, well,
desynced?
play that, I guess.
Is the
Well, as
audio
I was
desynced?
saying,
Stop it.
You've lost your memory.
I want you to look closely at our lips and tell me if the audio is
Forget
desynced,
it.
please.
Cue the dang thing.
No.
And we'll fix it
In all of
immediately.
its
Chad, don't you dare.
We're gonna get on it
Here's
right
our
away.
first
Automatic
ever
ban.
look at the gameplay in Citizen
My
Sleeper
favorite is when
2,
people have
which I
like
got to announce
mega
and not
laggy
Sean.
sound bars, but then they tell you the audio is desynced.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I see that like once a day. I'll see someone come in and be like echo, and they're the only person, and I'm like, that's on you, man. And they go, oh, I had another tab open.
Right so far.
There's no audio.
Okay, well,
Oh, it was muted. Sorry.
That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start.
I don't know. It's I love Twitch because like especially with the big streams because it's like occasionally it's just like an old man wanders into a room and is confused why he's there, and then he just asks like, "What is this?"
yeah, I know.
I don't know, man. You clicked on the screen.
You're here. I know. You're the one you got here on your own.
But we've got to bounce back.
Like, it didn't just pop up on your computer.
So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone.
Oh, I love
the
it.
whole thing blowing up in our faces.
I have yet to play Citizen Sleeper. I've had it downloaded forever.
Me either. I've never touched it.
Tough as hell.
Look at this, man. If you showed any of these screens to like a sharecropper, they would die.
Or we find someone new.
Just their eyes would go in focus.
A medieval peasant.
Dead.
Yeah.
The belt is wide, Sleeper. So whatever comes at us next, just remember, nothing in the belt.
That's a nice fat font, though.
Looks like Disco Elysium in space.
Look at that logo. It's a clean ass logo. Tasty little drum lick there.
Cult of the Lamb?
Yeah, Cult of the Lamb again.
No.
Maybe not. Oh, this is the teen game. This looked really cool. This was in Future Game Show. It's got the same color palette as my shirt. Ooh. I'm all about the games that are like, they use dark, like black essentially as their primary color instead of white. And then they like paint against that with very bright
colors,
neons and magentas and cyans and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it's like a turn-based tactics game.
Persona.
September, Friday the 13th. Fishing!
And it's got fishing.
And you can fish. I love that fishing has become a slight trope.
Yeah. Oh, it's back.
And this is just... the chip is gone. This is just sinus drainage now.
The chip is gone.
I'm at the part now where I have to hack up a wad of stuff every so often. All right. That looks cozy. Oh, this is a sequel. Okay. In Future Game Show, they announced a sequel to a game that came out in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
It looks cool, though. You play like a undead lich dude that has like chain spikes on both your arms.
What's it called?
Something Ice King 2? Domain of the Ice King 2? Something like that.
Okay.
Somebody in chat will know. I mean, they'll be wrong, but they'll know. What was the lightsaber for? Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Beyond the Ice Palace 2. There, thank you.
You were
very
close.
much, yeah. In the domain of the Ice Lord. Space Station 13. Do people know this?
Was this like Among Us before Among Us, right?
Space Station 14. People know that, huh? That's a thing people know? A lot of people know that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wish you could keep track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show?
What is
Well,
Space Station
that's
13?
Exactly what
I thought it was like Among Us.
for.
Oh, okay.
The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a
Never played
one-stop
it.
shop where you can fill up your wish list with
Yeah,
every
I've
single
never even
game
heard of
we're
it. That's
featuring
interesting.
on our show. Make it quick though. We've got an unbeatable trailer coming
Station
up.
13 is a TV
That's
show.
No exaggeration.
Eh?
It really is unbeatable.
Eh?
Eh?
Eh? The game where you can do anything. Space Station 13? We got anime. It's 4x3. It's a throwback.
I'm actually really surprised they haven't shown body cam. I want to play body cam.
Yeah, that was they showed that at Future Game Show.
Oh, they did. Okay, yeah.
It looked good.
I think it's out right now. I gotta play it.
Yeah, I don't know. If visuals are all it's got going for it, it looks like the mechanics look like a pretty like straightforward military shooter.
That's why I want to try it, because it's like the visuals look awesome, but can the game live up to it?
Hell yeah. Fucking beat up the cops. Boom. Double uppercut. Oh. Quick tase. This looks cool. Ah, okay. Now it looks extra cool. The rhythm game. Oh, wait. They showed this before, I think.
This is Lawrence Bait, everybody.
It is. Absolutely is. We need rock music to come back. I mean, people, like, I think the Creed resurgence is just because it's been so long since we've had rock and roll. It's just all been EDM and, like, Bjork-sounding depressed Middle European singers doing that shit over. We've had that for 10 years. Yes, unbeatable. Give me some fucking rock.
Lawrence, rock and roll. never went away.
It didn't. Yeah,
you just gotta go look.
You're right.
Just gotta go look.
There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Like Imagine Dragons.
Vagina bones. Amen.
What?
She got the vagina bones.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, I saw it right away.
You mean, are you talking about the Adonis belt?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been getting into Viagra Boys a lot lately. That's some some good grungy.
You ever heard of a band called Turnstile?
No. Hold on. Let me add that
Lawrence, you want some good rock and roll?
Turnstile.
Turnstile is what you want. I'm actually really surprised you hadn't heard of them. They're relatively popular.
There are huge gaps in my musical knowledge. Huge gaps.
Turnstile is some good rock and roll.
Added. Boink. Somebody said Fart Barf was pretty good. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah. I don't know that, but yes, that is what they said. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check out Turnstile. Thank you for the rec.
Bring me the Horizon. Lawrence definitely knows.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of them. I haven't done. I haven't heard.
Oh, they're all like cyber rock, basically.
Oh, okay. Oh, like borderline math prog kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they're great. And they've been making music for 20 years.
Huber Stank.
Oh yeah, Pissed Jeans. Yeah, Pissed Jeans. Absolutely.
Okay, so it is pants, not the DNA. All right. I was curious which one that was going to be.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got a fall? Odin fall.
Well, is that a shot or a drink?
I think it's just a drink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Greta Van Fleet, if you like the...
Yeah.
I know you know who Greta Van
Baby Metal is different.
Baby Metal is absolutely different, not rock and roll, but it's still great.
Yeah, it's good.
I still love Baby Metal.
But yeah, I need to get into Greta because I do like Led Zeppelin a lot.
They're great.
I need it. You know what, Bruce? This is going to blow your mind. I haven't listened to Pink Floyd like at all.
I am not an expert in Pink Floyd as well.
Really?
I have listened to it, and I've said thank you for that, and moved on. Yeah.
Thank you, Pink Floyd. No, I mean, I love Rush. I'm a prog dork. And here I am, not listening to Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd's like kind of prog.
I mean, they're in the early prog phase, right? Like Jethro Tull and shit like that. They're kind of adjacent to all that.
Yeah, they're kind of jam bandy a little bit though too.
I consider that prog-ish, but I guess it's different.
All right.
Yeah, like Grateful Dead is not necessarily prog.
But I know what you're saying. They're kind of in the middle.
You hear that new Pearl Jam, Bruce? That new Pearl Jam album? You hear that?
I've only heard one song. It sounded like Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
And I went, hey, that's Pearl Jam.
Yeah, there's a couple of tracks that are good, but, nothing like 10. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be.
That is a double shot of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and Twin Stick Shooter's Odin Wall coming.
This is great.
The
Wall is a prog album.
Okay, Mika,
Pink Floyd is not
I can't wait to show everyone our next
opposite
game.
opinions
so exciting.
on opposite chat.
One of my favorite things ever is when people debate music genres because it means
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it means literally nothing.
The gloriously gory medieval warfare.
Everybody has a different definition of
yes is not prog rock. Wow. Okay, so now that you know that if somebody says yes is not prog, they are trolling. You gave it away. Okay, I'm going to critique. You gave it away. You got to be more subtle about it. You can't just say something that's so patently untrue.
So let's take a look.
Now, the only way this can work, Swamp, you backed yourself into a corner. You have to triple down. You have to now look up like articles that say defiantly that yes is not prog. Please do that if you can, please.
There is lag, by the way. Restream is shitting the bed.
We could fix that though. If enough people pointed out, maybe we could.
We can't actually because I was trying to fix it before you came over, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. So we're almost at the end of the stream. It's Restream, just so you know. Restream.io. They're the problem. I
pay for that.
I do, and I went and I looked it up, and I was like in there. I was talking to their help, and they were like, "Oh, all you do is reset your router."
Easy.
And I was like, "No, that's not what you do."
Simple.
Intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every
a live stream, the perfect solution is to reset the router.
So I did. And then also, let's see, they said download our amplifier program. And I was like, no.
Fuck off. How many crypto miners is that going to load up on your PC? I was
like, no, thank you.
Amplifier program. Fuck off. Fuck off.
And then they also said, call your ISP. This is not a joke. They said, call your ISP and tell them you want Restream to work. And I was like,
yeah, right.
What?
Imagine, like, if you genuinely tried to do that, 2 hours of your life would be gone for no reason.
Yeah.
God. It would take 20 minutes just to talk to a human and then they would tell you to reset your router 4 times. And then you would have to insistently not hang up the phone as they are continually trying to get you off the line. And then they'll elevate you to a tier 2 tech who says, we'll take a look at it and email you later. And that's 2 hours later and nothing happened. My favorite is like, make it somebody else's problem. When you like pay somebody for a service and it doesn't work, when their solution is, I don't know, go over there. I'm here.
It's funny because I've been using all the same stuff, same internet, same hardware for, I want to say 4 years. And it just started having problems in May. And I was like, I changed nothing. So it's on them for sure.
I'm going to guess Restream is probably dialing back.
That's exactly right. They're saving money. Yes.
Their investment money dried up and now they have to be in like a sustainable business.
Yep. So sorry, everyone.
Stridon?
I apologize. Wishlist.
Stricken?
I think it's Stridon?
It's a Metro-like. Dog!
We gotta kill a dog.
What the hell is DDS2?
Switch to fiber? I have bad news. I'm on fiber.
Have you tried installing new Ethernet drivers?
No.
Are you using VPN? Unkink your network cable.
Like I said, I've tried. There's
pick up your PC and get the good
nothing
shit.
changed until May, when they changed.
Okay. Zero Sievert.
Oh, Zero Sievert. That's an extraction shooter. That's like
Pixel.
Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah. I feel like I'm more tempted to play an extraction shooter that's not an FPS. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's this is.
Yeah. When's the last time you downloaded RAM?
Oh, you're supposed to do that every month, right?
Yeah. Go to finallyfast.com. Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
The internet used to be fast, and now it's not fast anymore. What happened? Mom! The internet is so slow!
Clear your cache.
I love that ad. Yeah. Delete your cat cookies. I hate that shit, dude. Whenever any website goes wrong and they're like, delete your cookies, and you have no idea how much stuff I'm logged into.
Yeah, I know.
You're asking me to like do an hour of login work if you want me to delete all that stuff.
18.
Actually, I did fix a network problem I was having. My network connection kept like crashing on my PC.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
I replaced the network cable, and it's been fine ever since.
Oh, good.
Yeah. My IT sense was kicking in, where I was like, I've tried every software solution, and none of it's had an effect.
Now
it's
hardware.
probably in the real world.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. You get like PC brain, and you start thinking that everything is
driver related.
Yeah. It's all software. Hardware should be perfect. This is cool.
It is.
It's as close as we'll get to Wipeout, I guess. Imagine if you were in a cyber car instead of just being a running Cyberman.
I feel like they did that and they were like, but we've seen thousands of cyber car games. Let's make it a dude who gets, gibbed.
You think there's going to be a Pepsi Man mod?
I hadn't even thought about it.
Is Pepsi Man the original Endless Runner? Chat? Excuse me. Pepsi Man was the original Endless Runner.
There you go.
And now we wait for people to correct me.
Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard motorbike.
Making fun of
but how about
exercise.
motorbike?
Cardio sucks, am I right?
In Crescent County, you can escape to a
How old are the
beautiful
wires going
and
from your house to the
wholesome island
pole?
of witches,
Not
where you don't
old.
just fly
I have
around
bad
on
news.
boring
Fix them,
old
Bruce.
wooden brooms.
Not old.
You soup them up, trick
Just
them out, and use
rip
them
all the
for
wires
drifting,
out.
racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a visit to Crescent County.
No thanks, man.
That sounds like a nightmare.
And now
It does.
I'm beyond lucky to be
Way
joined
better
by
to watch Fight
Crescent
Club and be like,
County's Anna Holland. Anna, thanks so much for joining
Deactivated.
us.
And
Thank you so much for
scream
having
at
me. I am so excited to be
Counter
here.
Strike.
That was
That's right.
a lovely trailer.
Go
If you
online
could
and
just walk us through a little
post
more
every
of what
slur
we
I can
just
think
saw.
of.
It's kind of if
And
you're
be like, there will be
imagining
no
cheeky
consequences.
delivery service, the bikes of Kira, set
Sure is
on a
good to be a
rural
white
witch
guy.
tech island. It's a game
We
about
kind of got the tail end of that, didn't we?
finding yourself, kind of
In the
as a
90s and
proto-adult.
2000s?
Very
And I'm
into
really
it.
interested
Yeah.
in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How
We're the
does
most cursed
a
generation,
place
Bruce.
become yours?
We have
By
it- we
day,
have it
you're
hardest.
driving around the
Yeah,
island
we have to
making
give away all of our
locals,
baked-in
and then by night,
advantages.
You're racing around the island
For what?
with the characters that
No
you've
one's thanking
befriended
us.
along the way.
No one's celebrating
Or,
us anymore.
I don't
It's
know,
not
maybe
fashionable.
You want to get one of the
You
characters
just gotta
to
fade
date
away.
you, but you need a bed frame because
What
they have
happened to us getting unlimited opportunities and failing upwards for our entire career?
We're old and busted.
He took some personal experiences into this.
Oh no, Cloudless One. People are relating their internet stories to the chat.
Oh, that's helpful.
For Crescent County came from.
Does it work for you?
Well, no. It's, they're meaning like they're trying to sympathize with me and talking about how bad ISPs are.
All right, they are. They are very bad. I've been uncharacteristically lucky at my place. I think internet's been very reliable, a lot of uptime.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful.
Generally speaking, I have not been lucky. I bought three internet connections here, so when one goes down, but the problem with this is Restream, so I could attempt to run Restream on another internet connection and see if that makes a difference.
But yeah, if you're sending packets to Restream without a problem, like your OBS would say that.
Well, yeah, it dropped packets.
Oh yeah, there are some drop frames there.
But again, that's on Restream because when I stream to Twitch, it doesn't happen.
Oh, that's really interesting.
I
mean, it might be that implies that it might be difficulty sending packets to Restream versus Twitch. So it may be like the packets aren't reaching Restream.
Yeah, no, which is ISP.
Yeah, yes, you're correct about that. Which is why they probably want you to yell at the ISP.
Yes, I have 3 ISPs. Do you want to know why? When I first started streaming, and I was living in like a complex, a condo complex,
Where can everyone get
it was
their
just
hands on
constant problems, and all I had was Spectrum. So when I moved here, I was like, I'm going to get 3 of them and have a backup for the backup. Because I don't. This is my job. I can't afford to not do my job.
Crescent County.
And every day was a problem
Sean,
I had previous
and it
place.
is just oozing with charm.
Do you have something I can use to stir
this?
this?
And if you
I can
want
stick
to
my
wish
pinky in
Crescent
there.
County and all the
Then I'm
other
gonna
great
slurp
games
it
you've seen
on
our show today,
camera,
they're all located
and I don't want
in
any
one
finger
place.
slurping fetish
The PC
videos to get out there for
Gaming
free.
Show's Steam page.
I have a very locked down
Time to put the brooms
OnlyFans
away as
where
we
I
take a
slurp
look
my
at
digits.
some other wickedly good releases.
You thought you were gonna get a free show? Use the train whistle. That actually would work. And then it's like I haven't slurped off of it yet, so Bruce would just be getting more electrolytes when he toots on it. Fool, Dr. Doom toots as he wishes. Whoa, that's cool. Had the clip button ready? Not today. Not today, my friend. When trying to think of exactly how name droppy to get. When I went to see Furiosa at the Directors Guild, where he did a Q&A with Edgar Wright, while I was leaving, I saw a oh, thank you. Oh, chopstick. Great. That's perfect. When I was leaving, there was like 5 people standing outside the DGA with like shit that they wanted him to sign. And one of them had like a Fury Road poster on a giant poster board clipped and like holding the whole thing, just ready for him to sign it. And even I was like, that motherfucker's just going to take that right to eBay. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Fighting for a chance to make things right.
We should. We have to close up shop here pretty soon. We gotta get going.
Yeah.
3:30.
Oh. Okay.
It's gonna take a while to get downtown and do the whole deal. So.
Yeah.
I don't know how long the show is. Oh, G.I. Joe, beat him up.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Oh, Jacob's hitting up. So if we want to do the raid, we have to have. Excuse me. No, we have to have 1965 gear and finish the wild card exotic quest.
When? By when?
Tomorrow. Well,
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night is I think when we were going to try to do it.
Oh wow.
So tonight I have like, I think 4 hours after Ubisoft, where I can go home and grind Destiny. That shouldn't be that hard to do. That's the sound of Cyberpunk, by the way.
That like plodding beat.
Yeah, beats on the 2, 3, 4. It's John Wick lumbering through nightclub music.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, I'm gonna try to translate this chopstick. What do you think it says? Oh, I'm using my phone. I can't read this shit.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Okay, let's see here. I mean, I can. I just don't want to. Okay, here we go. Oh, lost focus there. Stop it. It's so small, it keeps focusing on the background. This is important, Chuck. Nope. Oh, it focused on your feet. Hold on.
He's trying to translate words on a chopstick.
Ryuho Seisho is what it says.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means.
Set out on the journey, my
Cool.
child,
That was worth it.
and find your voice. For it is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
But I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
Play a note
Yeah.
with the melody where
I got a free feet pick. How do you feel about that, chat?
other words.
Not only did I get to sit in a room with George Miller and Edgar Wright, but I also got a photo of Bruce's feet on my phone for free.
Should have George Miller sign that.
Sell it on eBay?
Yeah.
Whoa. We've got some big women.
Muscle mommies.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, you missed the, there's a 3? Shit. I thought Cat Quest 2 just came out. They are going for it. I think you missed the Game Pass trailer. There's a pretty unhinged anime-style Game Pass trailer. And it had a very thick woman in it. Very large, broad. All right, Cat Quest 3. Whoa. Does anyone know the like cliffhanger at the end of 2? Where's the lore at? There's
no way anybody in chat knows the end of Cat Quest 2.
Yes, they do.
No way.
Where are we at? What are the stakes for 3?
No way.
Pre-order now. No wish listing?
His sister has cancer.
Hello, my name is Nicole Heat, and I'm working with Nereal and Devolver Digital to make
How's
the
that
world's first
cord
first-person
wobbling?
shooter, The Crush House.
You hit
So
it?
in the game, you've been hired to
She must have
produce
just,
1999's hottest reality show, and your job is to choose the cast, film the drama, and
Wow, nice.
give the audience what they are thirsting for.
You got it out though?
Never,
I don't think I've ever heard a
speak to the talent.
a double up like that.
That was a
before.
3.
That was 3. You had an achu and then an
Let's see who's
achu.
tuning in today.
But yeah,
All right,
you,
we've got
man,
the divorce.
I know.
dads.
Both barrels.
They
Very
want
nice.
sitting on that.
Romances, meat on the grill.
That sounded
emotions,
gratifying.
You know, divorce dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money
Dad
from
sneezing?
ads, so
Yeah, where you
let's put
sneeze
some
as loud and as hard as you can.
If you're not
the
at
film
risk of
students are
throwing out
watching,
if slipping a
and they wanna
disc,
see
you're
all
not
of
sneezing
the
hard.
production, of course. Hold on. Butt guys in the chat, let's see what they have to
Butt
say.
guys.
Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You know, if we combo all the different things that they
What?
want to see
Hello?
in
You get to
frame
play
together,
a reality
the
show
ratings will go
producer.
up
Oh yeah,
even
this
more.
looks awesome.
Chat
This looks
is
so good.
loaded,
I can't wait to play this.
no matter
Great use
how
of Dutch
crazy the
angle. No
audience
one's ever
requests
said
are,
that,
we have to
except for me
satisfy them, or else
talking to
the
Joel
show
Schumacher
will be
regarding Batman
canceled.
Forever. One of these days, we'll see a screening of
But
Batman
don't worry
Forever at
if
the
things do
DGA.
go wrong. This is reality TV after
You think
all. Just
Jim Carrey
pick a
will
new cast,
come
start
by?
the
Oh,
season
sure.
over,
The Q&A?
this time
Him and Tommy
we'll
Lee
make it
Jones,
to the
arm in arm?
series finale of The Crush House.
Yeah, Tommy Lee fighting the urge to swing at him the whole time.
I would pay money to see them do Q&A and then also fight at the end.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Jim Carrey's springy though. I don't think you can inflict physical damage on him.
Good point.
And Tommy Lee seems very rigid, like he'd snap like a plank of wood. Why would you accept the role of Two-Face in a Batman movie and then, like, think that your other coworkers are too wacky? Did he think it was going to be like an austere professional production? I don't know.
It was directed by Schumacher. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. You got no excuses there.
He did a good job, though, of being in the movie.
He did a good job of being in the movie.
He delivered his lines, as far as we know.
Good for him.
What's the story to that? Behind that? Why do they hate each other? As far as I've heard, Tommy Lee Jones just took exception to Jim Carrey's bombastic performance style.
Which is so weird because did that mean he was ignoring every other Jim Carrey performance from the last like 5 years? Like The Mask and Ace Ventura and all those other fucking movies he was in?
Well, I mean, I think that was the thing, is he was very much a jester and a clown.
I know he'd always been that way. That's what I'm trying. Like, Tommy Lee Jones had he never seen Jim Carrey before? Like, Jim Carrey's always that way. At least back then he was.
Oh, I want to play Star Trucker.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, he hadn't done his actor turn yet, Jim Carrey.
Yeah. It was a Truman Show. It's kind of his big twist.
Yeah.
That was weird. I saw Peggy Sue Got Married, which has a young Jim Carrey in it.
Oh, yeah.
He's still Jim Carrey.
And Once Bitten?
Yeah, Once Bitten is a hell of a movie. Or Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably the most mellow in Earth Girls Are Easy, weirdly.
I mean, the reason he made millions and millions of dollars is because of the fucking Mask and Ace Ventura. Those were the movies.
Definitely established him as a leading man. Somebody stop me.
Liar and shit. Like, he's crazy.
Smoking. Remember that?
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
All the catchphrases of the 90s, man. We don't catchphrase anymore.
Good.
Rah, baby. Shangle dangle, baby.
Shangle dangle?
Yeah. Famous Austin Powers line. I haven't seen Austin Powers in like 20 years and I'm afraid to go back. I don't think I could handle it.
The only thing I think that stands up is Goldmember because it's so ridiculous. So
Really?
I think Goldmember because it's so over the top. Because I remember being like, people were like, Goldmember's too stupid. And I was like, what?
Doesn't that have Tom Cruise in it at the beginning? Isn't there like a giant Austin Powers parody?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Has Michael Caine and shit?
But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait. Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is now preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's a look at what's coming when the granddaddy of extraction shooters goes gold.
What's the granddaddy of extraction shooters, I wonder? Oh, yeah, Tarkov. Yeah.
Tarkov.
Ну, здравствуй, солдат.
No zdrowie.
Tarkov has so much work to do now to bring their fans back.
Yeah.
Because
they just got to give away a lot of stuff.
They've been fucking people for the last like few weeks.
I always like it when game devs have to be like, look, we need money. You guys don't understand how much money we need. That doesn't typically go over well.
Especially for games as successful as Tarkov. Because Tarkov has been very successful.
But they spend it all.
Yeah, that's
we don't have that money anymore.
That's on them. That's not gamers' problem.
Oh, it's about to be.
That's true. Yeah, will they ever? If the last lever they have to pull for Tarkov is Steam. Well, they haven't done that yet.
Oh, are they only selling it through their own launcher?
And they have been for as long as the game's existed.
Yeah, because they want all the money. They don't want 70% of it. They want all of it.
But that last lever, once they're like, our executives are not making $40 million a year. We need to make $40 million a year. So we'll put it on Steam.
Free to play Steam. Is Tarkov free to play?
Not at all. Not even anywhere close.
И кто знает, может у тебя и получится сбежать из Таркова.
From Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov. He said the thing. He said the line. Wow. I can't wait for a disheveled Russian man to mumble at me. Really? What was that supposed to communicate to me?
I don't know. Maybe that was an expansion?
Was it? Sure seemed like nothing.
How long does this show go, chat? Is this 90 minutes, 2 hours?
I don't think they said.
If it's 2 hours, oh, this is Splitty. If it's 2 hours, we have to stop. Is it 2 hours long? Wow. I didn't realize it was so long.
A lot of games out there. But there's no games, Bruce! There's none. Gaming is dying. Because the exact game that I want in the exact way that I want it isn't being made right now. See? We're gaming YouTubers. Right? Guys, it's over. They fucked it. Games are done. Never mind that we just saw 200 cool games. They're over.
You have to start saying not games are done. Games are woke.
Oh,
we have to say woke.
Same thing, right?
Well, I know, but we have to use the word woke. That's how you get clicks.
Didn't see any bald space marines. Where did the games go?
You didn't see any boobs.
This is the second time they've shown this.
I know.
Is that where we're at now?
Games are DEI. They're SBI.
Wait, this was at Xbox. Never mind. Yeah.
Like that
DEIESG.
That main character.
Bridge.
That main character is
Sweet baby.
a female, but I'm not attracted to her, and therefore it is woke.
Dude, I'm seeing the rumblings. So everybody had so much fun dogpiling on Sweet Baby that now the idiots have realized there are multiple consulting companies, and they're finally going after the biggest one, hit detection. So I've seen people try to like label hit detection as Sweet Baby 2.0 because that's fucking idiots can barely comprehend that shit. It's just funny because they like have no idea what consulting is or the role consultants play. They just want a boogeyman to be mad at.
That's right.
So they just throw darts at the board until one lands. It's so dumb, man. But it's like it's not really catching. Like a bunch of like incendiary YouTubers are trying to spit up hate campaigns against hit detection. But guess what? They consult on virtually everything. So, and the same with Sweet Baby even. Like, people would just scroll through the list until they found the one game that was bad and be like,
There was a bad one, yeah.
They did it!
I know.
They ruined it! And it's like, I'll even see in the Reddit thread, some people be like, but Sweet Baby consulted on these other games that we like, and they just get downvoted.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, oh, the woke copists are infiltrating our sub. It's so funny, dude. Following those like sub trends is so fascinating to me. I mean, that's like the incubation, and then the big narratives pop out of that and elevate into the mainstream.
It's just, what's weird, it's like, why can't they just accept that games can be bad? Like, some games are just bad, and it's okay. Like, that's all right. That's normal. That's what happens in movies and televisions and whatever else. It's like, sometimes it's just bad. That doesn't mean it's DEI. That doesn't mean it's just somebody wrote a bad story. I don't know.
Or even better, like, it's possible, especially with games more than anything, that everyone involved can be professional, everyone can do good work, and it just doesn't add together.
Yeah.
That's like, it's a concept of the artistic process. You're in the thrum, you're working, you're jazzing with other people, and when everything works, it works. But it's not something you can bottle or turn into science. And the people who try, like, it works for a while, but you can never anticipate the whims of people and the context of what games are releasing against. I don't know. People try to turn it into deterministic math. I think it's part of the gamer brain, honestly. You want to quantify everything. It reminds me of men rights activist shit. They want to reduce interactions and dating into a flowchart because that's comforting to the male gamer brain, but missing the forest for the trees, man.
For me, I also, whenever I see people talk like that, that means they've never made anything creative at large scale.
Yeah.
So like
that's why they love AI, because they think they can like leapfrog into being that without having to like be vulnerable or explore the humanity at all. They just type tits into AI generator and they're like, I'm an artist! Oh, the camera's panning up.
About to yell no and
mind, I thought
dramatically
you thought it was over.
I just thought I was going to sneeze. Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Anyway,
Sorry,
DEI cost both of us our jobs.
I am allergic to shows near...
Bruce would be president of G4 right now.
I got fired.
Well, as I was saying, it is time
president
to
of
share
G4.
something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders.
They didn't
and
hate
there's something
white
out there for
guys.
everyone.
Yeah,
Strategy,
or unemployable.
survival,
I would have been
games,
the
co-op,
CEO
there are even
and
some
the
really
owner.
great cozy
I've been making millions and millions of dollars,
And
but
it's true.
they hate me
Even
because
with all
I'm
the
white.
city
I
builders
can't tell you how many
I can honestly
meetings I've
say
been
that we've
in
never seen one
with
quite like this.
from
a very talented
women of
team
color
developers who made games
where they
like
are laughing
Mark
at
of the
me,
Ninja,
pointing and
Gone
laughing
Home,
at my whiteness and
Let's
saying,
Watch
so
World
much.
Premiere
"Oh, we would
Generation
love to give you this work, white man, but we won't because it's our turn now." And then they laugh, ha 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 ha, and I just have to leave with my head hung low.
So we could build a new
go back to
world for humanity.
my
We had
world
tried to
number
restore
one Twitch
Earth's
stream,
ravaged ecology.
my two
The
YouTube
desperate
number
solution
one
nearly wiped us out
YouTube
instead.
channels that I own and
now
we
it's
own
on
and
ship.
operate.
It takes all your willpower
It's
to not
growing.
tweet about it, huh?
There are only a few
I mean,
thousands
you
of us
are
left, and we
oppressed.
I
cannot
fail
repeat the past.
that test every day.
In our ship's
But I
closed
try.
ecosystems,
I try.
resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of
We
scrap
love you,
needs
white
to be
man.
salvaged, reclaimed, and repurposed into what we
Finally,
need to survive.
someone had the bravery to say it.
Materials, food, water, air. We might not always
Water.
work well with each other. We might squabble. We might stumble. But we
Yeah,
are
everybody
all we have.
everybody
As
really
we're
likes
building a
talking about
balanced
the Call of Duty
ecosystem,
install
years
size,
will
huh?
go by like minutes.
I mean, it's a big fucking deal. And again, the
We
reason,
must adapt
the reason is
to
just
each other
because
it's not new.
and
If
to
it's
the
no, it's not.
unknown.
But if it's
Never
on
big.
console or if it's on like
Learning to
a
build a
medium range
sustainable
PC, like
future.
that's your
Everyone on
entire hard
board is
drive.
living
I get
their
it.
own
Don't
story.
play Call of
And
Duty.
Your story will be different.
It's that
from
simple,
mine.
really. It honestly
Can we
is that
escape
simple.
the mistakes
I don't
that
understand
drove
this
us
this
from our
notion of
home?
like getting insulted by things you can just not care about.
Make now
but whatever.
Will determine if humanity earns a second
If you're going to
chance.
play a AAA game, corporations are going to make you jump through hoops. Get used to it. It's part of it. It's been that way for years. The hoops are going to get higher. They're going to get narrower, and you're just going to keep jumping through them.
You know why? Because it's optional. That's why. And they can make you do whatever they want because it's optional, and they know it's optional. It's not required.
You guys are being pretty insensitive. Good.
Generation Exile is a sustainable,
why should I have sensitivity for someone that has no free will?
A reactive emergent narrative that changes.
Don't play COD. It's that simple.
Played,
yeah,
it
really is. Download another smaller game that's cheaper.
100 years, leaving a
people are allowed to complain about things they care about. I mean, sure, yeah, you can complain about it over and over. But there's also a really easy solution to the making sure you're not living in the stress of it. Because it's bad for you personally if you're constantly angry about
Your
bullshit.
job is to make sure that you shepherd humanity.
It is fun to laugh though, but I don't know. That's another thing though. As I get older, I don't see the point in pointing and laughing at things anymore. It's just a waste of time. I don't get any satisfaction out of it, but I get that other people do. Hating is fun, right? I mean, I've been doing that this whole time.
The reason people hate and do that kind of stuff is they want clicks. They want what we just got, what we just gave them, which is reaction. That's what they do.
I'll give you reactions all day, baby. I'm made of them.
But it's also really bad if you're angry all the time, guys. Like, don't be angry all the time.
My body is a machine.
It's really bad for you to be like constantly stressed out about the install size for Call of Duty.
Like thematic element of the game for sure. But I think part of that
they want you to play Warzone.
Looking at the industry,
they're going to make you download Warzone.
Just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? You know, we see.
If you don't like it, don't do it.
That is caused by that single-minded focus
or
on
download
how
Warzone.
can we extract as much.
You know what I like to do is when something like that makes me upset, I take action
of people who in the
and
last
don't spend my money on it, and I actually take joy in the fact that I'm not giving them my money.
Rather than just
because I'm like, no, fuck you, dude. I'm not doing that. And like that's happened a lot recently with food. Where like they'll raise their prices and I'm like, I'm not going back. And like I'll go somewhere else and like In-N-Out here has not raised their price as much as a lot of other fast foods. So when I go to In-N-Out, I'm like, man, I fucking love In-N-Out. I'm giving my money. I'm like, give it to me, give it to me. Then when I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't go to whatever Chick-fil-A. It's because I didn't give them my money and it makes me excited.
That game state is all very much driven by the choices and decisions that the player is making.
Yeah,
the opportunity then we saw.
I feel like fandom
to look at all that.
Conversations in fandom kind of assume that volition doesn't exist, which is crazy. We have to download it. Why would you make it so big? You know we have to, Activision. Don't do this to us. Or like when new games are like more expensive or there's a limited edition or whatever. It's offensive because people like skip over that part where they can just choose to not buy it.
That are reactive to whatever choices.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know why it's like the decision to do it at all is almost just assumed.
We're able to provide
it's not. There's no such thing.
To make
like when it comes to
specific decisions
consuming things like art,
from just the
video games, movie, television, that's all
the game,
optional. You don't have. You can choose.
Will occur in the future. So
you can choose to not watch Game of Thrones if you don't like Game of Thrones. It's like really easy. I don't know why. That's what
the discourse.
A lot of people are like, "Well, I spent 5 seasons watching television." Well, who gives a fuck? Just say you're not going to watch it if you don't like it anymore. I can't tell you how many shows I've dropped off in the 3rd season because I was like, this sucks, dude. I don't give a fuck. And then if somebody's like, don't you want to know how it ends? Do you know what? I go to Wikipedia and read the ending.
As we roll things out, there'll be more
because I don't want to watch the show.
Tidbits in there.
I don't know. It's really easy.
Will they be delicious?
They'll be delicious.
Yeah, sunk cost fallacy. Exactly. Like, just like, no, dude, just stop.
Yeah, a lot of media has played into that, and I guess I can't blame folks for
folks at Sonderlust
kind of being swooped by that a couple times. I feel like pro wrestling is really like savvy about that. You watch one pro wrestling match, and it has like plot hooks you don't understand. They tell you to go to the website, and they break it down by like. But yeah, they want their tendrils to creep in and own everything. And whenever you're like, whenever you're watching something, they're always going to leave a lingering hint that you're not getting the full experience until you sign up for WWE Plus, until you watch all the storylines, until you watch every event, because they want it all. But
we encourage you.
You are a thinking, intelligent individual. Please embrace that. A lot of gaming media and like YouTubers and talking heads and stuff forego that point too, of like, how dare they do that to us?
And walking around on two weird,
You
massive
can do it
chicken
back.
legs would be
Do it
horrifying.
back.
You can't. You actually should do it back.
But it's like it's always harassment campaigns is the activity of like, we need to go review bomb.
It's
not just
awesome.
let's play something else. Take your business elsewhere. To me, that's the most powerful action that a consumer can do.
But Lawrence, the review bombing Helldivers worked. Now we should review bomb everything.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to argue, honestly. Yeah, there's instances where making your voice known in masses works. So whatever, man, whatever.
I mean, it's pretty rare, but yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, it's pretty rare.
They fixed Sonic. The internet fixed Sonic.
Fixed Sonic
by being mad. So yeah, it happens. Hey, fuck, you're right. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, I'm getting older. I've lost interest in the slap fights of internet culture. I mean, it's fun to watch because I like giggling at it.
Yeah.
I guess and in a way, it's kind of hypocritical of me because when people are pointing at a thing and they're like, get a load of this shit, I'm just like one step back being like, get a load of that guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's whatever. I can't really point the finger, can I?
I'm more saying just don't do it. It's really bad for you. It's bad for your health. If you're on like Reddit posting 3 hours of manifestos about how COD is 300 gigs, like you probably should direct that energy elsewhere and do something important.
Also, 4K games are big. They're big. It probably doesn't have to be that big. If Activision cared, I'm sure they could trim the install size down. They don't. Because people will download it anyway. Because they're too bought in. It's the one brand. And they're leveraging that. They're leveraging it hard. It reminds me of Disney and Disneyland. People are so baked in that Disney can like set the terms and make people like jump through hoops and download apps and sign up for extra passes on top of the astronomical prices they already charge, because people are in. They've surrendered their will. So okay, you know, if you want to hand over your credit card, you can do that. But you can also step back
and don't go to Disneyland. It's really easy.
Animal Well is 30 megabytes in size, and that is a perfectly accurate and completely realistic comparison. If you ask me,
COD,
yeah, to Call of Duty. Yes. Animal Well is 30 megabytes. Why isn't Call of Duty 30 megabytes if Animal Well can be? Sorry, I'm going on. Yes, there's ways to be efficient for sure. I mean, old demo scene, like, demo scene is the whole thing. Download 512 kilobyte demos, and you'll be shocked what math can do. Yeah. But it's not COD. You know, it's not a whole industry unto itself.
/survey. And now, back to more trailers.
I wonder about now that's an interesting. Edward posted an interesting message with a facetious emote, but maybe there is some truth to that. That if it's almost reminds me of like Anheuser-Busch, how they launched 5 different Bud Lights in the late 90s to take up shelf space.
Oh,
so maybe if COD eats your entire fucking hard drive, you won't have another shooter sitting next to it to play.
See, it's to me that's the kind of thing they're making the game, the install size is ballooning. And someone's like, whoa, hold on, what? This is too much. This is too much. And one executive is like, wait a second.
What is it?
If we take up their entire hard drive, they can't play whatever Battlefield, Tarkov. They can't play any of the other games. And then so they're just like, fucking, who cares?
I like
Make
that.
it 300 gigs.
I like that a lot.
Hers. The Black Ops crew.
Now that's a YouTube video we should make.
And like do like conspiracy theory style, because I think that kind of stuff is not by design. I think that like someone along the way, if it actually happened, said, wait a second, hold on. It's okay that it's 300 gigs because it'll steer people away from installing other games. I don't think they meant to do it, but it's a happy accident, right?
I think it also, I think it passively leans into pre-order and pre-download culture. If the game's fucking huge, and the only way you can preload it is if you buy it in advance, then the only way, if you have like, you know, if you don't have LA gigabit internet, the only way you can play it on day one is if you buy it in advance and preload it. Yeah. So that's fucked too. So yeah, it is interesting how like that, thinking about all, that was awesome. Thinking about all the aspects of downloading a game of that size. But it's like, I don't know, the way COD works now is weird, because there's the app that gets updated every time you launch the game. Pain in the... Oh, that's awesome.
Every time.
Total pain in the ass, but you probably won't pull all of that 310 gigabyte down at the same time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Lawrence, we got to wrap up.
Yeah, we do.
We got to go.
PC gaming show. Schwong.
Wow. What a show
Thanks for
so
watching,
far.
everybody.
I'm
Sorry, shut up about Call of Duty.
absolutely
There's
No.
probably like 15
And don't
minutes left,
forget,
but we
you
have to
could
go
do
to an
more than just
appointment.
watch this amazing
We're gonna go see
You can play
mysterious
them
games
too.
that we will
Visit the
talk
PC
about
Gaming Show Steam
in a
page to
sensitive
witness all the titles
and
you've seen on today's
gamer-approved
show, all in
manner
one
very soon
convenient,
on the
clickable
channel.
Yeah, probably on the Inside Games channel.
No.
So hopefully
Do
we'll
you
see you
love
there.
mystery?
So
Do you
drop on
also
by.
love lists with
Please.
between 9
We'd love
and
to have
11
you.
items on them?
Yeah, thanks for watching,
But
everybody.
And thanks for watching. Sorry about the restream
For our
problems
10th anniversary,
earlier
we've counted
as
down
well.
the 10 biggest moments in
We'll
PC
see
gaming
you.
over
Are you going to do the
past
Ubisoft thing tomorrow? I hadn't
You
planned
can
on
see
it.
where your favorite moments
Oh, yeah,
are
they're doing
by
a
visiting
showcase, huh? It's an hour.
PCgamer.com/10.
I don't think I'll have time. When is it?
It's
Time to
12 to
grab some
1. I
friends and
believe.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
Sky,
booked.
where you
I think
can
both of us are going to be
turn
busy for
floating
Ubisoft
islands into
tomorrow, so we're
spaceships
probably
and
not going to do
soar
that.
through the
So
clouds. It's co-op survival
see you
craft
later.
made cozy.
Have a great Sunday, and please continue to watch the PC Gaming Show because we love this show.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Hello.
Talk to you
I'm
later.
Daniel Beltrán, founder and